Welcome to Prima Donna News, where we give unbiased commentary about trending topics, as well as expose the propaganda surrounding Robert Kelly. Make sure to hit the like button, share the content, and ensure all notifications are on all in order to get all notifications from our channel.
The Savages may have been able to fool some the other night with their little fake-ass performance, but some of us who have clocked them a long time ago, we already knew what they were up to. And the fact that they can keep coming out here talking about they just want confirmation that their daughter is fine, and then when they get the confirmation they're asking for, they want to keep on with this narrative that something's wrong with the confirmation they got and want to continue to harass their daughter. But the gag is, the difference between somebody like me and Joy, I would have put a damn restraining order against these people. I would have filed a harassment claim against these people, and that would have sent the message loud and clear. Ain't no damn AI, ain't no damn body manipulating this girl. But hey, that's just me. But let's go ahead into this new clip.
Video earlier today that was surfing around on the internet of our daughter Joycelyn. It's been about a little over 6 years since we physically have seen her out in public. The video that we saw did bring some concerns because it appears that the video is AI generated. Anybody knows about AI, how realistic videos can be from just a simple picture. Her voice, speech didn't match some of the video recordings. The gestures within bra image on her shirt, actually the mouth moved when she talked, and so it's brought some serious questions, and it confirms
serious concerns.
It confirms why we have been fighting so hard just to make sure she's fine, healthy, and okay. Basically, that's all we want to know. Like in the video, that was said that she has a choice if she wants to have a relationship with her family, her parents especially, and that's true. We just wanted to make sure she's fine, healthy, and okay, and
that's all we asked for.
And the video that we saw today, it still doesn't answer our questions because the video definitely appears to be AI generated.
We've been through so much as a family, you know. We have no other choice tonight to file a report, a missing person report. Twice. If you think back and look at all the times that has happened in the past where they said that she had a baby, that was false. They also said some other things about her that was false, like the book, false. The Patreon account, false. These things concerns us as a parent. We really need to find what's going on with our daughter.
By now, it should be no surprise why these parents came out here making these allegations, talking about enablers and handlers, and wanted certain individuals to move away from R. Kelly as they conducted these witch hunts and pulling out all of these individuals to corroborate their claims. But the gag is, the more they came out trying to expose individuals, the more they came out and exposed the blueprint they were using in order to facilitate these prosecutors' janky-ass indictments. Put on display the level of corruption these people are willing to engage in order to get their convictions, and overlook how these same infractions should be able to vindicate this man from all of the corruption that was allowed in order to get specific witnesses to cooperate. Now, it never made sense to me how specific people who claim not to be in these indictments were very much so in these indictments and allowed to be all over these platforms, but that's another matter, especially when these bad actors came out with their personal issues because they wanted to be the star of these hit spinoffs and realized that wasn't going to be the case. Then they felt used by Lifetime, for example, and called themselves wanting to expose that. But how much sense does that make when prosecutors come out here and tell you that they started their investigation based off of the claims from Surviving R. Kelly? You got an informant out here talking about he saw Surviving R. Kelly and was so compelled to help this person. And to this day, people always want to fall for the distractions when their bullshit starts to be exposed. Like just the other day, old Tim Savage was stuttering like a mug talking about he had a stroke, even though all of his other body motions were so fluid, it would contradict the story he's trying to spin, considering everybody knows what's really going on. Check this out.
So you guys hear me out clearly and hear me clearly. We didn't have nothing to do with what's going on to say that we wanted Robert Steen revoked. That was something from Gerald Griggs, my previous attorney, made a statement without checking with me first and checking with my wife. We've been silent. We've been quiet. He made a mistake. We all make mistakes.
Now, just a few days ago, you wanted to clear up the fact that TMZ released a statement per your former attorney on your behalf that you didn't make. And even though you get right back on this same platform to issue this new statement, you don't make reference to the same claims that you put out here on YouTube. Ain't that interesting?
So he made a huge mistake. He shouldn't have said what he said. And that's the reason why I'm here tonight, to let you know. One, we didn't sell a daughter. I gave you details on that. Two, we want to let you know that we still want to fight for our daughter. And three, we did not make the statement that everybody accusing us of doing. It was from my attorney. He jumped the gun, made a statement, and TMZ picked it up and ran with it. And my middle daughter went to the shade room to tell him to take it down. So they wouldn't take it down, and that's when I jumped on there and made the comment.
Ain't that crazy? Seemed like to me they could only figure out how to get YouTube videos taken down, but when it comes to the mainstream media, they ain't got all that huffing and puffing energy in them. Ain't that funny?
We're trying to do this in a quiet fashion, but when the time is right, we're going to give you so much facts what we need for Joycelyn. If you know where Joycelyn is, if you've seen Joycelyn, if you know of her, have her to reach out. Because we still today don't know where she at.
You want to know why they don't know where she at? Because they come out here on these platforms and they make statements like this, right? But they forget all the stuff they put out here, like clips like this.
I ain't playing no motherfucking games with you, boy. I gave you 120 hours to get back in touch with me, nigga. But fuck them 120 hours, nigga. You talking about my daughter. You know you supposed to be working with her music, R. Kelly. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Robert R. Kelly, the singer, you bitch ass nigga. I got you, boy. Yeah, come fuck with me. This Savage, Tim Savage. Fuck you, nigga. Got you, boy.
R. Kelly, by now, you should know that you should come see me. You know who I am. You know who you have at your house. My daughter, Joycelyn Savage. My name is Tim Savage.
Now, if it wasn't enough that he was coming out here with all these grand performances, if it wasn't enough that he told the whole wide world that his daughter was burning and a sex slave and being held against her will, even though all these years later it would be clearly impossible to believe that Robert Kelly is holding this girl against her will, but yet you're going to see these people continue to facilitate the story they originally came out here because we all knew they were lying from the beginning. Nonetheless, I guess Jim Derogatis didn't give them the help they needed. considering his janky ass wouldn't even get on the stand and testify to all the things that he was involved in courting that so-called infamous sex tape. I guess surviving R. Kelly didn't give them the help they needed with all the exposure because clearly they weren't the stars. And I guess Tasha K, who then came back and exposed them, couldn't get them the help they needed, meddling all in this man's case. And yet still to this day, these people want to keep playing in the general public's face. I can't make this shit up.
She still have her address that's located in Georgia. So please, do us this favor. Our story don't change. You, as the public or whoever, may want to change it, but it does not change.
Tim, you a damn lie. You know damn well your story change every time you tell that motherfucker. You know why it changed? Because it depends on the angle you trying to push. Like certain names get to coming out freely when you tell that story depending on who you want to focus on. Like now all of a sudden you want to bring in Diane Copeland and you want to bring in nephew whose name was mentioned on the stand, but all these people sitting back watching, I'm pretty sure they know exactly who nephew is, but we gonna keep it pushing on this specific video. Cause obviously the angle they trying to push is because she hasn't updated her information, her address, etc., etc. That's the cause for their concern. Like they don't know there's specific individuals out here doxing and harassing people, so I wouldn't change my information either. What the hell?
I'm telling you that for facts. Does not change. And like I said, my attorney made a huge mistake. You know, everybody made mistakes, man. But we have to learn from these mistakes.
This man ain't learned shit. Cause clearly the man came out here with his wife feeling some type of way because they got used by individuals pushing an agenda. Then they felt stupid and started to expose what went down. They alienated themselves from their daughter and they keep coming public trying to figure out why she don't want to have shit to do with them. They ain't learned shit from all the things that they have put out here on these public platforms, including feeding all this information to Tasha K, including allowing her to sit up here and manipulate these so-called bad act witnesses by siphoning information to specific people. Clearly, these people have not learned a thing. They felt like they can come out here and cast doubt on certain so-called witnesses or accusers. They felt like they could use these informants to help them get these people to cooperate. And they felt like because of the specific accusations against Robert Kelly, everyone would turn a blind eye. They never anticipated people to do like I did and started to record and document everything that happened along the way in case people started to forget why I side-eyed these accusers in the first place instead of following people's stupid plan in making people think individuals were victim shaming or supporting specific behaviors such as pedophilia when they don't even know what the term means. Clearly, this man is not a pedophile. Clearly, this man was lied upon year after year after year, and these people feel like that all of their dirty deeds are going to go undiscovered. So I'll conclude this video with one of the most infamous clips that had everybody side-eyeing these parents from the beginning. Because again, they want to on one hand say they weren't clout chasing when that's exactly what they were doing. And then when they didn't get the clout they anticipated, considering they've been on all these national platforms, they've linked up with all of these people to fuel their allegations. And now they still out here, even though this man has been locked up for all these years, saying the same shit and wondering why their daughter ain't gonna come back to them. Somebody make this shit make sense.
Well, I don't know either.
She called Tamara after I told her. I said, listen, the truth gonna come out, goddammit. You keep on fucking with my daughter, the truth is gonna come out. You need to fucking leave her alone.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait, hold on. Back up. So Tamara knows already?
Yeah.
She know the truth?
Hell yeah. I told her.
So then I don't understand how they know all of the truth about these people, but they still allowing them to be a part of it.
Well, you know why? They had spent over $3, $4, $5 million, and it's too late to edit that shit and take them out.
That's some crazy shit. Now I can see y'all and y'all daughters, but if you know that, you know, these other girls are being dishonest, my thing is, what makes you think that it's not gonna come out later and then you're gonna look like a damn fool?